I am 38, found video and pictures of wife, F39, cheating with another man. A little backstory. We have been together since we were in our 20s and have two children 11 and 13. We have had rough spots in the past due to me being gone from home for long stretches of time. I was in the military, and when I got out, my jobs required long hours. I take care of all the financial duties, and all I asked is for her to take care of the home, which she doesn't do, but that is another story. Fast forward to a couple of months ago. I went to a bar with a couple of friends and struck up a conversation about politics and sports with a girl at the bar. I'd bought her a couple of drinks for the conversation, and that was the end of that. I told my wife what happened and about the girl. She immediately said I was cheating on her and she couldn't believe I would do that. After our argument, we came to an agreement that we would give each other our phones so we could go through each other's messages to prove I wasn't doing anything sneaky. So right before we hand each other our phones, she said she had to check on something and took her phone to the bathroom. She came out and we swapped phones. As she was going through my phone, I was looking at YouTube on hers. I didn't think I had anything to worry about. Then a message came through and it was this guy. So I didn't read it, but it did make me want to look at pictures and videos for some reason. There in the trash file were a picture of them together in bed and a video of her and him having sex. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. She was angry not to find anything on my phone, so when she realized the sound coming from her phone, she snatched it away and deleted the media permanently. I left the house. When I had a cool head, I came back and confronted her about it. She said that although they were both naked and playing with themselves, she didn't have sex with him, even though I saw it on the video. Then I asked about the pictures. She denied that it was her. Then she blamed it all on me and said I was never there for her, so she went to someone who she could talk to. I lost all trust for her and don't know what to do. I don't want to break up my children's home, but I can't even think about being with her sexually or mentally right now. She wants me to just forget what I saw and work it out. I know this is probably not the best venue, but I don't know what to do. Thanks. TLDR. Saw a video of wife cheating on her phone, don't know what to do. Story 2. My 26F, BF 26M, call me Pinocchio. I've always been insecure on my nose. It has a small bump from the side, and the tip is somewhat droopy. A few people had made comments to me over my life that stuck with me, e.g., you'd be so much prettier if you got rid of this part of your nose, pointing to the bump. Well, a few days ago, I finally did something about it. I'm too scared to get surgery, but I got a non-surgical rhinoplasty, basically where they use fillers to disguise the bump and raise the tip. My nose isn't perfect, but I'm much happier with my side profile now. My boyfriend knows that I have been insecure on my nose since I was in middle school. He didn't want me to get the procedure because he says I'm perfect the way I am and he doesn't want the vanity to get to my head. I explained to him that I had thought about it a lot and was something I really wanted, but he waffled back and forth with supporting me. Earlier, as we were sitting on the couch laughing, he suddenly stops and looks at me and says, "Your nose is really long now. You look like Pinocchio." Now, my nose does look a little bit longer because the tip is raised, but this is the last thing I wanted to hear. I felt really good about how it looked, but now this will be another comment that will stick with me like before. I got quiet and he got really defensive, saying it was a joke, and since I got the procedure I shouldn't be insecure anymore. I told him that comments like that get to me. He told me to grow up. He waffled back and forth between being apologetic and getting defensive/digging deeper with insults about how I'm too sensitive and I shouldn't have gotten the procedure if I was still going to be insecure. Am I being oversensitive? Should I let this go? I can't tell if I'm being dramatic or if other people would be offended. For context, we joke around with each other, but never about our faces/bodies, except for our chubby cheeks, cause we both have them. This one hurts. TLDR. BF called me Pinocchio after I got nose fillers, taking down my confidence. Am I being oversensitive to his joke? Story 3. My GF20F wants to have sex with another woman without me 21M there. My GF and I have been dating for the past 4 years. We have a very stable relationship and she loves me to death. In the past year, she has shown an increasing interest in women and told me that she may be bi. I am all for this and very supportive of her. We often fantasize together about her having sex with the other girl while I watch, or that I have sex with her after she is done with the other girl. She has made it very clear she does not want a threesome and does not want me doing things with the other girl. Lately, we've been fantasizing more and she's been more open about this. The other day, she took a shower with one of her girlfriends and said she even got turned on by it. We had a talk while fantasizing about it, and she told me that she wants to have sex with another woman without me there. She said that it was because she doesn't want me to see another girl naked, and that she feels shy doing it in front of me. Keep in mind that we've been together for 4 years. Is it wrong for me to feel left out of this experience with her? And isn't it a little hypocritical for her to be insecure about me seeing another girl naked, when she is the one who would be having sex with her? I need some help. TLDR, my GF of 4 years wants to have sex with another woman without me there, for fear of me seeing another woman naked. Is it wrong for me to feel left out? Story 4. I'm 20F, not sure how to react to my boyfriend, 21M, in bed. My boyfriend, 21M, and I have been going for about 2 months. We've seen each other almost daily, and now we're going on to the next steps. To put it bluntly, I'm a little insecure about myself in bed. It's my first experience overall. From the sounds to my facial expressions, I'm not sure how to react. The other day we were going at it in bed when he suddenly stops. He asked me whether or not I was feeling good, but when I failed to answer, catching my breath and trying not to feel embarrassed, he pulls out and says that we don't need to do this anymore. He doesn't want to keep constantly asking me this, and if I'm not going to be completely comfortable with making noises and stuff, we should stop all of this. Afterwards, we usually sleep together on my bed. He implied that he should go home, but only if I wanted him to. I felt really embarrassed and kind of wanted to cry. What do I do? TLDR. My boyfriend makes me feel embarrassed about my mannerisms in bed, and it's also just me. No sure what to do. Story 5. My little brother, 12M, heard me, 17M, say things about him during a fight with my dad. So I have a stepbrother, 12M, Sammy, who despite what you're about to read, I, 17M, actually love. He means the world to me, and I'm so glad that we are brothers. We've been brothers for 7 years now, when his mother married my father. Sammy lives with his mom and my dad, who he calls dad full-time, while I switch between my mom's and my dad's house. A couple weeks ago, I got into an argument with my dad which was primarily about how I don't think he tries enough to be involved in my life. My father has a clear favorite child, and that's Sammy. I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that Sammy is great at sports, and my dad was also a big jock growing up, while I was never interested in playing. I still attend all of Sammy's games, unless I have work or something like that, to support him. During the argument, I got mad at my dad denying he has favorites, and told him that he plays favorite with a kid that isn't his, and try as hard as he would, Sammy would never be his son. He told me to be quiet in case my brother heard, and replied that I don't have any brothers, only sisters. I have half-sisters from my mom, and that Sammy isn't my brother, and we're not some happy family. I only said it to be into my dad. I don't actually feel that way. I left my dad's house not knowing that Sammy heard. He tried to call me, but I didn't pick up his calls. Only that evening when I answered my stepmom's call did I find out Sammy heard me. I went back home and apologized to him, but it's obviously not something he can unhear. I crushed him. I don't think he's looked me in the eye since that day, like he's afraid of me. The worst is that I've heard him be excitedly telling our dad something, and then I walk in the room and he goes quiet. I know that I didn't mean what I said, but he has no reason to believe me when I tell him now. Before this, he wanted to do everything with me. I couldn't leave the house without him asking to come along. Now, he doesn't even want to be in the same room as me. I'm not sure what to do, or how to go about repairing the damage I caused. I've offered to do things with him, take him places, and he understandably passes on that. I don't know how to fix it and get us back to where we were. I know I said horrible things, but they weren't true. I love my bother. TL Doctor. I said some things about my brother during a fight with my dad. Now he doesn't want to hang out or even talk to me. Not sure how to fix things.